this film presents the facts and presents them accurately.
I very much believe that this is a major challenge that is ours for the next generation.
Finally in history, there's going to be a film with true authenticity about the Bible and the Jewish roots of our faith.
There's an inseparable destiny between the church and Israel.
If ever was the right time for this to come to the surface, this is it.
The lion is roaring right now, and he desires for us to be all that he's called us to be.
Let the Lion Roar is an incredible revelation of a truth that has been hidden from the church for centuries.
This is an amazing historical film that deals with the roots of the Christian faith.
Let the Lion Roar is this high-concept, innovative docudrama that really takes you through Christianity and the Reformation and where we are currently in modern day.
Growing up, I loved History Channel documentaries and knowing the history and backgrounds and stuff. And I also have a huge passion for film, just entertainment. And this project is so unique because it encompasses both things. It really does.
It's a very smart film. It's a very interesting documentary of trying to point out the origins of what some of the beliefs we have in today's world.
Let the Lion Roar is a very innovative film about our founding fathers in Christianity, our Jewish roots, and it also attempts to answer the question of why the church has been not quite as effective as they should be in reaching the world.
This film is about the sad, sad history of the institutional Christian church. Very few Christians understand this history, and we must understand it.
And it's an amazing kind of film that needs to be seen all over the world today because of such a rise of anti-Semitism. And it's about the church and how they've missed their relationship with our Jewish roots and how that's affected the church worldwide. And when we reclaim that connection, it's going to release blessings all over the world.
It uncovers for us some of the mysteries that are impacting our lives today. How could there be such a thing as Christian anti-Semitism? Why does the Bible say that the gospel is the power of God for salvation, but it's to the Jew first? How have we missed that? This is a very powerful docudrama that will bring to us the information that we need, the secrets of this generation.
The way that this film was dealing with some very well-known and famous and intelligent and well-versed and important founders and fathers of church history who also had these incredibly anti-Semitic moments. Well, frankly, it's shocking, when you hear it. I mean, even as I did my line as the Bishop of Milan, it was easy as an actor to look through it and prepare that as an actor. And then as I begin to deliver it with the passion, you feel dirty.
What you're going to find from this film is if Martin Luther would have just gone a couple of steps further, there would have been a revolution of all revolution. And you're going to see also in our Western mindset where we've stopped in our understanding. This film is going to open up a whole new door of understanding to you.
I thought I knew all there was to know, because personally I grew up in a Christian home and going to Christian school, and you hear a lot of the same stories a lot, but you don't really get a whole lot of origin like this, and I think that's important.
It reveals a truth that has been hidden from the church for 2,000 years, and it's a truth that is vital for the church in order for the church to be as effective as it needs to be. There's been a conspiracy for decades that has become traditional, I think, for a lot of men and women to sweep this reality and sweep this truth under the rug.
The roots of the church are Jewish, and Let the Lion Roar takes us back on a 2,000-year journey and shows us the Jewish roots of our faith, which is important to every believer.
If you're Christian, you should know what you believe. you've committed your life to this thing. You need to know all of its flaws, and that everybody involved in it, other than Christ, were flawed. We're messed up people.
The fact that Jesus was Jewish, the fact that all of the first disciples were all Jews, that the 3,000 saved at Pentecost were all Jews, the fact that they never abandoned their heritage, the fact that the church has been grafted into the natural olive tree, which is Israel, and that they have a responsibility, according to Romans 11, to provoke the Jewish people to jealousy, and that when they come back, it will bring life from the dead, and ultimately the return of the Messiah is not just another good idea. It's not just another truth. It is absolutely at the core of the good news, the core of Scripture.
Anti-Semitism is very strong in the world today, and I think this authenticity of this film getting out is going to help everyone have a better understanding of our brethren, the Jewish people.
It's time for the veil to be lifted and this truth to be discovered.
When believers come to understand their true identity, that they're grafted into Israel, everything changes.
To know the heart of God, it just takes you to one other level, and it's a different experience.
Let the Lion Roar is a timely and powerful film that honestly I've been praying for this message to get out for a good 20 years.
Most people want to be relative in the world today. This film is authentic and will make us authentic in the world today as believers.
It's brilliant storytelling and also information throughout the entire movie. It's really unique.
I think that it will be, when it comes out, when people see it who are not believers and not in the church, I think it's going to be very controversial in a good way.
This is an incredible piece of work that's not only entertaining, but will help Christians to fulfill their destiny.
When you really understand